everything is beautiful on social media, but they don't know that I needed to stay in an airport for 10 hours. They don't know that I is not only show up and dance.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Addicted to Shimmy podcast show. This is Sol Calderon from BellyDance Studio, and today I'm very excited because I have a very special guest. She comes from my city. Actually, we both are from Aguascalientes, Mexico. She's co-director of BellyDance Evolution. It's an international company, and she's gonna let us know more about it. Also, we are going to learn tips from her. So, welcome, Luna Poumian. How are you today?
Hi, how are you? I'm super excited to be here with you again. This is the second time that we are having like an interview, and for me, it's such a honor to receive this invitation, and of course, like to share everything that I can with everyone.
Thank you for accepting this invitation. And let me tell you something. During the first interview, I noticed that you are very humble and you didn't tell us a lot of the stuff that you're doing internationally. You're traveling all over around the world, and many people don't know about it. And I would like us to know more about you because I think that as dancers, we have so much to learn, and sometimes we are afraid to do things like the things that you're doing right now. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
And I'm very curious about knowing why belly dance. How did this start for you?
Honestly, me too. I don't know why, but this like the story is very funny because I used to dance other stuff more towards like urban or contemporary. I even took some ballet classes, but I didn't like it so much at a time because for me it was too girly, and I was more like I like the dirt. I like I wasn't girly at all, like no shine or everything. But my best friend was from Aguascalientes, Mexico, and she used to go to belly dance classes, and I used to go to the hip hop classes. And then we were like, oh, we want to be all the time together, 24/7, best friends forever. So she joined my hip hop classes, and I joined her belly dance classes, and I don't know, something clicked, something happened. Because at first I started, like, I saw that my hip hop could be transformed into like what we used to call tribal belly dance,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I was like, oh, I don't need to be shiny. I don't need to like dance with a cane, whatever. I just do this tribal situation. Of course, after I realized that I needed to learn everything first in order to break the rules and like I don't know, I found something there, even in the traditional belly dance, that clicked inside of me, and now that's my full time job now.
Full time job. Listen, girls. Full time job. That's possible. That's possible because sometimes I hear people saying, "No, you cannot make a living out of dance. It's impossible. Nothing. It's impossible." And I'm curious
Exactly.
about knowing if you started your belly dance career in belly gym with Ilian Gray.
Yes,
Me
yes,
too.
that was my first. Yes, my first approach to belly dance, and one of my major mentors or teachers, of course. I studied 8 years, like the full program. I graduated and everything, and that was kind of like my roots for Middle Eastern dance.
And how old were you when you started?
I was 15.
Okay, okay, wonderful.
15. Yeah.
And I have another question for you. How did you jump into the international dance world? Because you know, sometimes it's scary to think about going outside your country, speak another language. or other languages to be able to travel and do what you're doing. Could you let us know more about it? How did it happen?
Yeah, for me, it happened when I was searching for more knowledge. When I realized that there was more things to learn or more styles, especially in the styles. When like even going out, I was caliente. Like when the first time I went to Puerto Vallarta to my first ever congress in belly dance, I was like, oh, I think I just know 10% of everything. And so I started looking for dancers, started looking for events, for festivals, and everything lined up because my mom sisters, my aunt lives in the States, and I pursue a master degree on art direction and communication.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with dance, but at the same time it does.
It does.
But what I did was like, okay, I want to study this master, but I also want to do this festival. So I planned my whole master 2 years based mostly on events, on dance
Oh.
events, kind of. Not mostly, of course, like I needed to reject it, a couple of contracts, actually, like even with Belly Dance Evolution. Um, the China tour, I needed to reject it because my school wouldn't allow me to skip for 3 months because I was a foreigner. So that was also something that hit me on my face, that I was like, am I losing the opportunity of my life? Like who am I to say no to this, right? But anyways, the point is that looking ahead of time. I'm always looking ahead of time and trying to meet most of whatever is possible, even if I don't do all of them on the like on the go. You
Yeah,
know what I
gotcha.
mean?
Gotcha.
Like I
Yeah.
plan.
And you said
Mhm.
something very important that I see, that you see it in a different way that is helping you to succeed in in your dance career, because you said, I was thinking about missing something in dance because you had to reject a proposal. And on the other side, some people think, I'm not going to quit my job because what if dance doesn't work? They think the opposite. So it doesn't work because they don't try, right? So I see in you something that many people are not willing to do, that is take the risk, um, make the big jump into it. And it can be freaking scary. But
It is
I
still,
admire
it's
you.
still.
I admire you so much
Thank
because
you.
I see you traveling around the world, all over the world, and I see that, I don't know. Lately, I have seen you with your boyfriend or your couple, your partner, but at the
My
beginning, it
partner,
was
yeah.
just you and yourself traveling by yourself.
Yes, me, myself, and my little pack.
And how was it?
Yeah,
How was flying,
it is very
traveling?
scary. It is very scary. I won't deny it, and I won't say that everything is pink, like, because it's not. What I've and I've been reflecting on this month, actually. Like, everybody sees that I'm here with my boyfriend, that I'm there, that I just came back from Hawaii, or like exotic places, beautiful pictures, only beautiful. Like, everything is beautiful on social media, but they don't know that I needed to stay in an airport for 10 hours. They don't know that I it's not only show up and dance. You need to do admin work, social media work. Like, I do everything for me, at least like for me as my dancer persona, by myself, mostly, because the resources that I have now, I use them for my school. So, like, the amount of resources that I have now, I put them, all of them, to my school. Then I do all of it by myself, for myself, and I also do a lot of it for Belly Dance Evolution.
Right.
All of that, I mean, behind the scenes, not only showing up with lashes to perform. Like, there
Gotcha.
is emails, there is courses, there is programming, like a lot of things that needs to be done, even if you're like for
A
your,
solo, yeah.
I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a
Like it doesn't have to
multitasker.
be
Yes. Yes, you have to
correct.
develop
And
other skills in order to make it work,
mhm.
right?
And
Yeah.
it's very scary coming back to it. It's very scary language wise, time wise. Like, what if it doesn't work? That's always one of the big, like, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't sales? Even with the huge company, we need to take those risks in if we're going to a new country for the first time. What if we don't like if we don't sell out the show, but we put the effort with like is that thing that you said now, like you mentioned that not carefree, but like the risk, the taking risk in everything instead of being safe.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you're being safe, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay where you are, right? And the
Exactly.
price
Mhm.
that you have to pay is very high because you won't know about if you could make it or not. You're going to just stay comfortable. But also, you're going to ask yourself, what if I had done it, right? So, what you're
What if?
doing,
What if?
yeah, I just see you here and there. And as you mentioned, we see that in social media, everything is beautiful, everything is perfect. But that's why I wanted to do this interview because I want us to tell us something that you have experienced during your dance journey that made you think that dance wasn't for you, that you wanted to quit because it was too bad. Could you tell us something about it?
I I feel like every failure gives you this glimpse of you're not enough. But one of the biggest thing that it actually happened like 3 years ago, and I won't say names because of course, but I was told that I needed to be skinnier, and I don't like to say the word skinnier because it's awful that somebody is judging your body that way. But if I wanted to get certain type of job or a contract, I needed to be or to lose weight. And at that time, and it was very recent, like 3 years ago, you wouldn't think like I was very young, but not really. You are in this kind of like hype. You are going up, you are going up. And then you get this comment and you think about one, do I want to do it? If I don't do it, am I going to lose everything? Not only this opportunity, but all of them? Like, is this something for life? Or do I want to commit? I don't know. And that made me rethink my whole career, my whole decisions, because I took the decision and I lose a lot of weight for to accomplish that contract. Regardless, that didn't happen, and I did harm myself emotionally, like very bad. I don't know if it was worth it. And now, like I don't know, it destroyed something in my inside of me with the relate, like with the body. Like I never thought I was like overweight before that,
Until
and after that,
that.
until
Yeah.
until somebody told me if you want this job, you need to lose weight, and I was like, wait, am I overweight? Like it didn't occur to me before. I wasn't that hard on me, and I think that's when I I was like, oh, maybe I don't like this for my life, and maybe I should do something else. And it's hard because you also see everyone in social media again with super fit bodies with or different type of bodies, which I embrace all of them, but it's hard to be comparing yourself and being conditioned of a job or of a position or of a
Mhm.
whatever based on that instead of the amount of talent you have or the amount of discipline, accountability. not only body talent, but like emotionally
And
talent,
mentally.
physical talent, like mentally, exactly. I don't know. It that was kind of like my biggest rock
Yeah, yeah,
till
absolutely.
today. Till today.
And can I ask why it didn't happen? It was because of them or because of you? I mean,
Because of
the
them.
contract. Oh, because of them. Hmm.
Mhm.
That's
So
curious. That
that made me exactly. That made me rethink everything again. I was like, I did what they asked me, and I still didn't got like the promotion or like the job or whatever. Like, mm,
hmm.
so I'm. So what's the problem? I don't know.
Yeah, people that you cannot trust. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes that
but I
happens.
mean, I'm glad it didn't happen
Okay.
because, of course, it wasn't a good opportunity.
Yeah, and I see you working um in BellyDance Evolution, and I noticed that you can tell you can feel the vibes that you're good, you're enjoying it, and also I'm very curious about this, super curious about how many countries have you visited thanks to your dance career. You don't know?
I
There's
was
so many.
making. I don't know. I don't know, but this is not the first time that I've been asked that. So I kind of like have a little list between 15 and 20
Wow.
that I kind of for sure know. What I do know for sure is that all of the continents. That's for sure. I mean, there are only five, but
Absolutely. For those guys that don't know Luna, you if you follow her, you're gonna see her in Japan and then in Hawaii, Egypt, Germany, France, Spain. So we're talking about everywhere, literally. So this is a big deal for all of us as dancers because sometimes we are just, you know, in our country or sometimes in our state and we don't want to go out there because it's scary because what if I get rejected, what if it doesn't work, what if. So we're talking about that, right? So it's amazing. 20 countries. And you have
yes,
visited the same country many times, several times, right? Because I see you in
yeah.
Hawaii and then in a couple of months you're again in Hawaii, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, one of the most important things that I've learned during this path is that you need to create relationships with the other dancers, like because you start building your own community, like the one that you have in your city, but you have it all around the world. And for example, last year I went to Europe, and then I reached out to one of my friends and also dancer that lives in Barcelona. Hey, do you think I can crush your coach? Yes. And then, hey, what if we do a workshop? What if like so I also take advantage of my travelings, and I put the time to it. Like I invest money on staying more. For example, if I have a tour to whatever city or country, I try to do all my best with my possibilities to stay a little more and try to connect with other dancers or to do something, not only go to work and go back. But that's something that I learned after many, many years.
I
And I
see.
think it's something that's why people it's afraid because you lose money. And that's one of the things, the major things that people doesn't want to quit their jobs or doesn't want to extend the trip because of money.
I see what you're
And you
saying.
need to flip.
Yeah, so you stay longer, so you offer workshops, classes, or private classes, or whatever, and then you make it worth it because you take advantage of every single day that you're over there.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
And sometimes it doesn't happen.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when you lose money. And I mean, I don't like to say lose money because I always have a different type of way to see about the economy.
Yes.
And I think that's helped me a lot to not be thinking of that and thinking in a different thing, like how can I reach Japan again, instead of like how how many hours do I had to work to go to Japan. I don't know if I'm making sense, but
It does.
it's something that comes also for taking risk.
Okay.
Like, see, if we still think that having my like my little boats, and if I go outside I might get wet, who cares? You're gonna get wet, but then you're gonna get two umbrellas. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. I
And
think the same way.
it's time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It's time and patience.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing comes.
Absolutely. And also something that surprises me and makes me think that this could be a big issue for many dancers is that while you're traveling, for those that don't know Luna, Luna has her own dance studio, and the dance studio is always running, it's always open. So, how do you make it happen?
Very difficult. It is very difficult. I won't, I won't lie, because one, nobody's gonna take care of your business or your studio the way that you are gonna be, right? Because it's not them. So you need to find a team that supports you and a team that understands what you do. Because I've had a couple of teachers that they get resentment because I'm traveling, instead of thinking, if she's traveling, she's getting more clients and she's getting more opportunities to visibilize this. How do you say that?
It's always.
To put the focus
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
on us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's a different. It's also something, a mindset.
Yes.
So through the years, I've been fortunate enough to find people that also shares that type of way, like the
Yeah.
opposite of the crap. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say it in English,
So they
but you
are
know,
like in
like
your own in your same mindset to make it work, right? You
mhm,
are on the same page because otherwise it wouldn't work. They need to understand that you are when you're traveling, you're providing financially for the studio to make it work, even when you're
exactly,
not there.
exactly,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
hmm
wonderful.
and it's it's a team effort. Like I could never be doing everything by myself at all. Like school, traveling, no, it's a team effort for sure. And I'm very fortunate now. And I would like to give a shout out to Omar Negrete, which save this tweet. He's gonna be very big in the BellyDance community, and he's slowly going there. Not slowly, he's going there, and with the same mindset about the teamwork. So he's now basically running most of the school when I'm traveling.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Say hi to Omar. Luna, I have a last question for you, and it's about if you could give an advice to those dancers that want to do everything for dance, to they want to go international, or maybe they want to quit their job and they want to do dance full time, what would it be?
Ooh, I think the first and the most important one is to go for it. Don't double think about it, don't overthink it, and also to be patient. Because even if like it is not gonna happen for
Overnight.
a month, is yeah, not even a month, not even, like it might happen after a year, but you're not gonna die. Like just do it and start. The sooner you start, the faster you
You're
are
gonna
gonna
get
get
there.
it.
Yeah, you're not gonna die. I like that. Wonderful.
Exactly. No, there is something that my mentor Jelena always tell us is that you are not a heart uh, surgical medic. I, I forgot all my English. Like
It's
we are
okay.
not doing a
You're
heart
not a
surgery.
heart surgeon. Yeah, you're not gonna do
Exactly.
something so
So
hard like that.
no, nobody's gonna die. You are not gonna die. Like take that chance to fail and try again. Like it's just show up and try.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So, if people want to connect with you, where can they find you? On social media, your website, and all that stuff.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as at Luna Poumian.
At
Very
Luna
easy.
Poumian. Wonderful.
Luna Poumian. Yeah.
Okay, and do you have a website?
I do have a website. It's www.lunapoumian.com.
Easy peasy. So they can
Easy
follow you,
peasy.
they can find you and connect with you if they want to
Mhm.
do a workshop anywhere in the world, she can go anywhere. So that's
Yes.
wonderful. Thank you so much, Luna,
Thank you.
for your time, for being here with us, for sharing all this beautiful, amazing information and tips, and hope to see you around somewhere in the world.
Somewhere around.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sol, for this amazing initiative that you have to share dance and to share also these topics that they haven't been explored yet about this belly dance world. So it's a very nice uh, thing that you are doing, and I hope to be back again. We still
Wonderful.
have a lot
Yeah, of course. I will
of
love it.
things to.
Thank you so much and
Yes.
see you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.